Good morning. Welcome to ABC 123 Trader. Today is July 12th, 2021. And let's start taking a look at the NASDAQ futures. And what I'm going to be doing today, we'll first do the risk disclaimer and we'll go from there. So all forms of trading carry high level of risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit and stake. Please ensure your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself with the risks involved, if necessary, seek independent advice. U.S. government required disclaimer: Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, and securities, have large potential rewards but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options, futures, and stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Alrighty. Okay. Now let's get into the trading day. Alrighty, good morning everybody. I'm actually starting late today, and the reason why is I was having discussions on the Discord, and I always show, morning breakouts and all this stuff. And so what I wanted to try to show you is around the 10:30 or the 11:15. And for day traders that are struggling, that's saying, well, I can't be consistent. I'm not talking about if you're making money, if you're losing money. I'm talking about consistency. And the bottom line is, to become consistent, you need methodologies. And after, I think 2015, so I'm already 6 years in, investment, a lot of time, a lot of struggles in the beginning. But I can read the markets fairly well. So what I want to do is try to do a baby step now. And what we're going to try to do is to show you what I'm going to look for, especially around the 10:30 area, after the 1 hour, after the 1 hour of trading, and then we'll look at 11:15. 11:15, maybe 11:30. And I'll see if I can get one trade or two there instead of just jumping in for the quick $100 or $200, $300 a day. Even 500. So with that being said, let's see if I can get you some more light here so we can see. We'll get into it. And now, after the crazy sell-off, and let's start taking a look here. Let's see if we can get into the daily chart and see exactly why it's happening. Here's the daily chart. I'm going to reload this. Hopefully it doesn't still say negative. It doesn't really matter anyways. That's okay. Here we are, starting the sell phase. Buy phases are still always going to be more aggressive than the sell phases. We've been in the longest bullish run for years. So the bottom line is they're doing their pullback. See? We had such an amazing run. If you were a swing trader, I'll put it to this order block. By the time it finished up, 480 points. So now we're getting to our tops. So let's put our two tops up here, where the two highs are. Now we need to expect a pullback. How much? We don't know. I mean, what we can do, let's see, of the past 2 weeks, or a few weeks, volume point of control. Looks like where that wick is. That was 2 days ago. See how it hit 1548. So we have areas of resistance of here, here, and here. Those three major areas. You can see a lot of volume here, a lot of volume here, a lot of volume here, and also, of course, way down here, which I don't think it's going to go, but whatever. So we know we have different zones. Interesting. Let me just check something here. Let me just see something here. What I'm looking at, no, it's not. It looked like Fibonacci retracements. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So anyways, as you can see on the daily chart here. Now, if we go to, just see where we are. Okay. So now when we get to our regular chart, what we're going to be looking for is, right now, actually, we're still positive in the market on the NASDAQ. And what we need to do is, let me just add one more indicator on this one. Sorry. So I'm just starting up here. I need my fake out. What the fake out is going to be buttons for buying and selling. I'm putting on my actual account. I'm only doing one contracts, none, but I'm going to be using a Fibonacci retracement of 61.8. Okay. So yeah, my strength 4. So that will set up my, once I get that gut feeling, you know, you try to enter. So basically what I have here is we're going to be looking at the market and see how it hit the quarters level at the 800 level very well. We had a sell-off from, I guess, from the 900, almost at the 900 level back to the 800. So that was a 100-point move. But what we're going to be looking for, if it is going to continue to sell, because we do have resistance down here. Okay. I wonder if I have to update my indicator here. Let me just check one more thing here. Did I remove... I'm just looking for, there's my foundation line. I might have, son of a gun. I'll have to update this indicator again. I'm gonna go, I think I turned it off. Let me just try something here. There it is. See? Yeah, I did turn it off. I have to update that. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to turn off a couple of things here. No cloud. I want the cloud. Nothing else, really. I want these two lines. Those are my two critical lines. And I'm just turning everything off, the backgrounds and all the... There we go. Perfect. So basically, yeah, I turned off the middle line too. I'm not interested in it for now. So as you can see, these are the two lines I'm going to be really watching. And I'm just waiting for Delta to go down. So basically at 10:30, in a few minutes here. Okay, now we're going to add another indicator. Sorry, guys. I want to show you everything what I want to display for you today. Okay, perfect. So we've got this, everything's all set up now. Where is it? Wow, is that our interband? Let me just check here. It is. Wow. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to be looking for today is we're going to see if we can break the London session. This was the morning. If I was doing the morning breakout, I'd be looking at this cycle and see if we can break out of here. And so we would have had our 25-point run from here to here going against the cloud, which is fine. 6.09. And then what we're going to see is if we can go wave 1, come back here, do wave 2, and we're going to see between these zones here. Right now, we're going to transition. We'll transition into what we see. And as you can see, there's a lot of volume in this zone. So what we did is we had a major sell-off, one market order, and as you can see, starting to sell off. Once I break out of this area of the 1800 level, I will start looking possibly to keep on going down. Because what we have here is we have Fibonacci extension of 127, 141, and 161. Okay. The areas I'm really interested in for conservatism will be, of course, 127 is the most conservative if you want to make a quick target. But now, because we know our quarters, this is a quarter number, 46, within that 5-point range, 27 within that 5-point range, and 59 is not in that zone. Okay? But look at this. We have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful market maker down there. So we have a huge gap to fill. Now, if you look at our volume, see how she's bouncing up, bounce down, bounce up, bounce down. We might not get that far, but look at this. It's right at the 700 level. Isn't that beautiful? So it's all lining up if it goes. So what we're waiting for we're waiting for the first hour to finish. This is our market open price here, okay? And then what we want to do is, if it does do a pullback, whatever, it will, or not, we're below our Fibonacci 50, and we have to break some of these levels here. If it breaks this zone, we're off to the races. But right now, we're just being patient. And the reason why I wanted to do, like I said, at around the 10:30, 11 o'clock cycle, that's when the big trend happens, okay? We might get a bounce at maybe around the 50 level. This is the one I'm a little more attracted to. And the reason why is, oh yeah, I can just click on this. Here's our institution line, foundation line, institution I called it back then, and we'll see if we can get to those levels. Okay, so what we want to do is to see if it will pull back, and you can see there's resistance, and look at this, it could even go way up here again, guys, because this is where the inner band is. And if it does, whatever, I'm not playing this game. And there's a lot of resistance to fight back here, and we'll watch it creep up ever so slowly. But here's a first area of interest that we could do a short. Okay, we will look at time versus price and where we are in the quarters. Okay, remember, this dotted line is a quarter, this dotted line is a quarter, this section is a quarter as well, but it's at the 50% mark. Okay, and so this is all what we're waiting for. And then what we're going to do as well, I'm going to look at the delta. See how the delta pushed really aggressively, because I didn't watch it this morning, because as I said, I just came online, and this is what we're going to wait for. If it starts getting aggressive, we can jump in. But see, we're right at the market maker level. See this market maker level here, right at the 800 level, also at the opening range, the first half hour of the day, where she's tapping. In 9 minutes, we're going to have our extensions to see where our projected ranges can go. So we'll let this play. And that's about it. And then what we'll do is we'll just look at a couple other charts just to see what the map is. So let's see what our map looks like. 10, 10, 50, see 11:05. This is the time I might be more interested in. We're breaking through the leap tracker. We snap through it. What does our map look like? Look how the snaps. A lot of crap again. It's just a crappy day. First sell off, second pullback, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, so what these four numbers represent. Am I on the right chart here? No. Let me transition. Sorry, guys. Let's go to the trade map again. So we're looking at the leap tracker. It was pushing up, came back down, hit our zone, couple order blocks. There's another price level here. And see, like I said, the 50, look at this, how it's lining up nice. So if we do get a breakdown, we'll watch. But what these four numbers represent is stages of entry. Right now at number 1, we're possibly at an early stage of a sell-off. If we had a big sell-off and then it happened, it started right around here. And the bottom half of this means just pullbacks right now. On the longer term, it's still on an up phase. See, 2, 3, and 4 saying it's still pushing up, but this one really hit hard. Once number 2 starts turning red, then you get a little more confident. By the time it gets to 4, we're basically wrapping up. It gets to the end. So right now, this was the first impulse wave of a sell-off. It could be just a snapback and we're done, but we can watch that. Right now, there's a lot of chop. This was low volatility. There's more volatility of 250 here. So basically, we'll just have to watch how much it was choppy. And so when you look at these gash marks here, like boom, 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 so many gash marks, see how choppy it is? And then we had from 8 o'clock on to 9 o'clock, we had from 7:55 to 9:05. So you can see these 2 times here. It actually moved a big time as well. 9:05 to 10 o'clock was a nice move. So 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, see this? Even though there's a big gap, it doesn't look like it's much. It was nice. And so we have a lot of little chops here. Looks like possibly from 1 o'clock to the rest of the day, that's our move, which hopefully it's not, because I'm not going to be sitting by the computer that long. I'm just waiting. And we're almost at 10:35 minutes before, and we might be able to get our first trade. We will find out here right away. So, now, the next thing that we want to look for, don't you dare take off yet. I want to wait till 10:30. We'll look at stuff again. Okay, I like this better. 9:59, 11:54, so we do have a move here. See all this chop? Jose's famous indicator, the levels indicator. So we can possibly get to target 1 and see where level 1 is. Let's see if there's any correlation. Level 1 is at 60. So 60, this is a Fibonacci, right here level 1 is Fibonacci 127. Okay? The reason why I'm saying we got 60 here, I always look for correlations, you know, consistency of different areas mathematically. So if level 1 is at 60, and if I switch over, and here's the Fibonacci extension at 60, 59.75, then I can say conservatively enough, if it does get down from here to here, of course that's a nice move. Now, I have a green line here, and I got to find out what the green line is. I think that's just a day trend. Yeah, that's the day trend, so that's nothing to worry about. We'll just see if it just bounces. And this is all what we're waiting for. So right now, the cloud, the baseline cloud, we're on a 1 minute. This is a 1-to-1 ratio. Let me just check, because I haven't really looked at all my stuff here. Order blocks, baseline. Nope, that's perfect. Okay, so on the baseline cloud, as you can see, it's possibly just starting to turn over. If we open this up, the cloud was up, first blue, orange again, a lot of chop. There's a lot of volume being bought and sold here. You can see even on the Williams, the indicators are, okay, so it's pushing up here. We're still on the sell side, but we're going to see if they fight to push it back up or not. And we don't want to be in this ugliness right here. We'll give it time. And then now we'll just watch to see if there's a big snapback on Delta coming back up for our second sell-off. And we just wait. It's a waiting game. 3 minutes before. Yeah, 3 minutes before the interband to be settled, and see if we can find a really nice trade. Maybe it could be a pullback trade. We're on positive numbers. It could be a sell-off trade. We're going to wait for price action. Okay, now let's, I don't need that chart anymore, and we'll get back into the regular charts here. Charts I want. That one. Okay. So at 56, let's go 56 here. Here's 56.5. I will look in that area of a possible trade, okay? If it does go up that high, or if there's going to be a quick sell-off. It could be there, or right at the 50 level. So we're going to find out what the price action is going to happen. And you know what? I'm just curious, because I wrote this a long time. Oh, this is a 15-minute chart. Let's go to, I want to go to 5 minutes for now. So that would be, this is possibly an order block section too. So we're right in that zone. Actually pushed hard here in the 5 minute. Now let's see, wait and see. If it breaks through those two zones, okay, we'll wait. So we need to break that one current market maker. Good. Okay, I can see it now. Is that today's market maker? Okay. So this is today's market maker right here. Okay. This little zone here is today's market maker. We are at 10:30 now. Now we can start discerning which direction to go. If we stay below this market maker, it might just vibrate back and forth. We're going to watch the price action. This is a pullback right now. If we break above this zone, we're good to go. And if we break below, there's prior low here. It already tested it once. And now what we have to do is, do we go up 25 points to 56 or do we go down? Now this is what we have to wait for. Because we're still in all this chop here. Now control 3, control 3 is just for volume profile on NinjaTrader. And see, we're still within the volume point of control. Now I want to see if there's going to be an aggressive delta sell-off. If there is, we're right at a quarter here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell.
Order submitted.
I'm going to sell. I'm going to let it pull back.
Order filled.
Okay, so what I did is I used the fake out for the pullback. And if I'm wrong, I'll just close her quickly. Could take a small loss, could take a loss or hit, or win or a loss, whatever. But we know I'm just taking less risk instead of just jumping in as a see what the delta does. Close this one. Take a smaller loss. We'll see what happens with the price action. Because we're right at the 25 level, right? And that's what I'm looking at. If we can go to 25 to 0, then we're good to go. But see, we're still right in this market maker, and that's why I'm trying to decide which direction to go. I might just close early just to break even until it can figure out which direction to go. How many minutes are we in there? She wants to go up, doesn't she? Just give it some time. Bring it down to 20 bucks or whatever.
Order filled.
Okay, well, I'll take a loss this time. Now let's buy it.
Order filled.
What we'll do is we'll go up to 50. Is it going to go to that 56 area? Yeah, 50, 56. If it wants to push up. We can also go to, let me see here. It can go up to the order block. This is where it might shoot up here. Because we're at 1034. the dollar side. Okay. Just keep on pushing up, and hopefully we can get to, where did I say? 50, 56? That's 170.
Order filled.
Ah, son of a gun, I closed it too early. We're at break even. I'm still going to wait for the 10:30 to the 11 o'clock trade. I try to get it in early thinking of a sell-off, but we're break even right now. And they're still playing this game back and forth. Oh, which chart am I on? I'm going to switch to this chart here. So what I'm looking for is, it was trying to get up to this square. It did a really aggressive pull down on this candle price action. And I'm just waiting. And I want to get into the right side of the trade. And it's just, we're just fighting through all this. And I don't like trying to fight, but you know, it is what it is. We're almost at 50. And after 50, we could reassess to see if there's going to be another sell-off. Because what's happening is it's just grinding ever so slowly. You know, I want to add one thing here. I just want to test something here. Because I wrote so many indicators, guys. And I'm just so on a kind of a test here. I called it trigger fish, and then Isham's found something that was some kind of correlation, but we'll just play with it and see what happens. So I'll play with triggerfish to see the breakdown on trigger. See, triggerfish hit here and away we went. Triggerfish would have hit here, we went. Triggerfish would have went here, away we go again. And then we get the flat line there for our limit entry. Once we break, that's a limit entry for continuation. And basically we have fake out now, so we don't have to worry about it as much. And you can see how she's fighting ever so slowly. They're grinding up, grinding up, grinding up. And just give it some time. And I bet you any money it's going to be the 11 o'clock trade. This is the 10:30 pullback. We can actually go up to this level, and the reason why I'm saying this level is this is the open price, regular open price. And if it does, then we usually could tap here and away we go. And so what this literally touched is the interband midband. So this could be our rejection for our sell-off, and we're going to find out right away here. I know there's so many different things. I'm looking for certain areas, price targets and everything, but we're just giving it time. And we're still in that 50% range. Delta hasn't really exploded yet, so we're still waiting. And the reason why I chose the 10:30, 11 o'clock is because this is your violent move. And now they're doing the pullback. So basically they said, we want to go this direction, we'll come back, because it wasn't a V shape. So it's kind of like, we're down here, we're going to come back up, we'll do a second attempt. We don't know if this is a double bottom, could be here or down here, we don't know. But if she aggressively breaks below here, then I'll take the trade from here to here. That one did hit right at that time. Interesting. See this circle here and this dot? I wrote something on the weekend just for testing, and it literally hit it perfectly. Go figure. I didn't expect that. And I'm watching this one to see where it's lined up. And I think the lineup on this one, I might be off here. This is supposed to go up, and we'll see what the next circle says. I have one more circle coming up. Yeah, she's working its way up, grinding its way up. We're still at 40. Oh, that's correct. Okay. The dead silence of YouTube Live. I gotta wait. You can see it's trying to fight through. I'm watching this. I'm watching this. I want to see if I can get to the zone of interest that I said. Maybe a possibility of a sell-off. Could also go up to here, so we watch price action between the two. Not much volume here. This is creeping up. But this one didn't explode aggressively. And see, you can see it's fighting. Look at the wicks. Rejection. Still trying to grind through. There's a lot of volume here. It's probably going through all this zone. Then she'll pop up, and then maybe we get here. We don't know yet. We'll wait. But there's no major impulse move. What I don't have on here. Volume weighted average price. So it moved 5, 10, 15, hardly any movement. Delta is curling up slowly. We're at positive delta right now. Actually, we never actually went below positive. It was actually at 4,000, what was it, 3,000 contracts all the way down to negative 83. That's it, eh? Now we're back up to 1,000. It's like the calm before the storm. How the markets were just nice and slow. I didn't even actually read what the mark. I didn't even read the news this morning. Well, this is playing with the price action. We still have 10:46, so we'll see the 11 o'clock move and see what happens. I'm gonna go to the news. See if there's anything news here. Nasdaq is up 0.2. Actually, everything is still kind of out. Fix is getting really slow. Flat ahead of bigger earnings this week, of course. Nothing really. Stocks are flat near nothing really. Fox Business. It's going up still. We're getting to our zone of interest. Let's see what they have here. Basic week stock mix. Nasdaq leads. Apple hits records. Blackwood opening. Apple stocks join big tech party. Okay, nothing really. Okay, we're almost at that 50 level, and then we'll watch what our price action is. We have level 2. Where are we here? Good, we're on this chart here. We're at level 2. If you saw some level 2 flashing here. But it's still grinding at that 40. It's been grinding at 41.42 consistently. Okay, it was 42.75. It looks like it wants to push, and there's your 54 flash. And this has a lot of volume up here, so there could be a dead space here, but we'll find out exactly at the 50 level, and we'll go from there. I got 10 minutes. Let me just grab something here. Pull down. Still playing games. I'm just waiting for it to break down here to here. If it gets to this level, it can do a pull down hit. And Delta is starting to do another sell off, but nothing really. And we're between this zone and this zone. So the way it's played, it went from here to Interband, trying to work its way up, see if we can get to this level here, maybe for another sell-off. what I might do on this video is all my super long dead spots, I might just truncate it to a few seconds. Okay, let's see if we can get to our zone here. She's been fighting so long. We're almost at 50. 3 flash orders. 57, 53, 96. Let's see if we can get to 58, 75, somewhere around up this zone here. Because it's really trying to fight its way up there, and then you're going to see a pop and a reversal. So, what was our trade map again? What did it say it was? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not this time here. It's almost at that area. This would be probably, it's probably going to go up to here. If it really flies through, then we'll go for this zone here. Going aggressive. First phase, sell phase, still pull back green. Okay. 10:52 right now. So 11:05 buy-in it says. We'll find out. Find out at 11 o'clock. Find out at 11 o'clock. Show you what I'm looking at here, sorry. So we had the sell-off touch literally at the 800 level. We're almost at 850. See, it's been floating right at this 40, 45 zone. So it's just not, it doesn't like this zone here. Or I mean, it likes the zone, I guess. Here's your mid-band at 45. So it's just playing at the 45. And hopefully we can, there's our volume point of control. So it's within the 70 still. We haven't broke anything. And see, there's my box right above the 70. So for grab, retrace. Let's see what happens here. I am waiting. Let's see if we have. Just waiting and waiting. That's why I usually trade in the morning, but this is good for patience anyways. What was the high? Did it actually get to 50? It literally touched 50. So it's back to I want to see what the 15-minute candle says. It's just grinding its way slowly. See this, guys? Just slowly but surely. Nothing fancy. what this market cycle, what this indicator is, it tries to show you the different phases of the market. So we started here of the new session on, I guess it's Monday now, so Sunday night. And here's your Asian session. This is your London session. And this is New York right now. If I get to this level here, this kind of beige level is kind of like taboo for me. And because there's such a big gap. And what we're doing is we're waiting for it to get up to about here, maybe up to here, somewhere in this zone, and see if the price action rejects. If it does, then we have a good possibility of a continuation of a sell. Right now with the trigger fish and everything is just pushing up slowly. So I'm giving it, it's just grinding, okay? And that trade that I took on the buy, I could have probably kept it, but see how it's just been whipping it everywhere? I'm waiting to see what's going to happen because I said there's two trades I do. I try to show you the 1030. 1030 I thought was going to continue down here. It never did. Now she's retracing, just creeping up ever so slowly, and maybe up to here. And with Delta pushing up, it could be a runner right back to the peak, but I'm waiting to see if we have rejection. If we have rejection right here and a continuation, then this might be our trade for the sell. 11 o'clock says buy, but we'll find out because 9:05 really sold well. 10 o'clock was a kind of a hold off. 11 is still 10:50 to 11. We'll see what happens. This could be the big sell off. We don't know. This could creep up all the way, but we're gonna wait and see until we get it right within that sweet spot I was talking about. We're so close because we're floating right now at 48. Remember those quarters, 48, 49, 50. And I mean, you could have made your 500 just being patient enough going up, but there's no really great crazy price action. It's creeping. So we're just watching to see if there's any high volume. But there's no high volume. See, there was high volume in the morning, and now there's nothing. Nothing. Just, well, of course, always extreme high volume in the first bar, but look how she just died off. And now she's just creeping up slowly. And usually what I found out in time, if it creeps slowly, then all of a sudden it wants to do another puke, like another push. But we'll see, because now we're at top of the hour at 11 o'clock. And we're right at the 50 point, right? So this is the thing what I'm finding out really interesting is when you get to top of the hour or the new hour at 11 o'clock, doesn't matter what time it is, we're going to find out if it's going to continue up or this rejection. Looking at my delta's still pushing up. One more minute. Actually, I should put bar timer on here. Oops, it's not on mine. Bar timer. We're going to see another doji candle. I really want it to get up to here. Let's see if 1105 pushes it up. If we break out of this zone, well, actually here. Okay. Now, this is a critical price right here. 47.48. Okay, I'm going to buy it.
Order filled.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell it right on the line.
Order submitted.
Because we're top of the hour. Right there. What was it, 58.75? Okay, we'll find out here. Because 11.05 is a buy signal, so. And it wants to break 50. We're at 50 right there. I said 52. Oh, sorry, I got a 52, right? So what I'm going to do,
Order filled.
see if we can get 5 points up there. 2. Come on, break through it. We don't have high volume yet. Three.
Order filled.
Okay, so we put $100 in the account. We're right at that sweet spot, and all I wanted to do was just, get a few points. We're breaking that 50, but I need to know right here. I still don't like the zone here. She's just pushing at 11. It's the 11 o'clock push. So, but it's 11:15 is my time, or 11:30. So now let's see if this is just going to tap and reverse. This is the key. I just took a counter trend trade. We're only up $100, but I need to know. I don't want it to. Level 3. 2 more minutes here. This is a critical zone of a bounce, rejection, or a continuation, and so this is what we're waiting for. Because we're still at 50, right? 51. And what I usually like to see at 11 o'clock at an even number, but I want to see, what is it, rejection or continuation. And right now it's still trying to debate because we're at 1 minute before that 11:05. We're right in that sweet spot zone. And Delta is just still holding there, but nothing crazy. No big moves because we're getting right into the area where it was supposed to be. You know what I want to, I'm just curious, from market open till now, that's where our volume point of control is, where, see, we're right at the 70 zone too, right? So I might even come back to 26. And on our interbands, let me see here. See, this is open range high, so we're still not even in that game yet, and we haven't had any crazy sell-off yet. Yeah, we were so close to that line. See how she hicked it right there? I wanted to touch the line, then I would have been more confident. And let's see if this delta starts pushing now. Okay, we're back at 52. Okay. Make sure I'm on the right chart. Okay, yeah, this is the zone I'm looking at right here to see if she's going to pop a reverse. We're in such an ugly zone in this whole band. I like trading out of this band here, but we'll have to give it some time. See, now it's flirting at the 50. This is the where I was wondering. Now, is she going to start breaking down aggressively? We'll find out here. Okay. Okay, now we're at the moment of triumph. Is it a sell or is it a buy? 75, eh? We'll find out here. This is the area I'm really curious about. resistance. As you can see how all this resistance is. This is the area of interest. Delta still holding. We're back at 50. What was the high there? 57. So I was going to hit 58 yet, but nothing yet. Delta's still holding. Nothing major. Oh, we're almost at 11:15. This is the time I like. This is my basically trade time. 11:15 or 11:30. So we're 3 minutes before the move. You know what? I'm gonna put it to 1 minute. Let's see what price action shows on 1 minute here. Let's see what they're doing here. Alrighty. So the 1 minute showed it on that one. I'm actually going to wait for the pullback, and then I'm gonna go, I think I'm putting a sell in, guys. Let's see what happens at 11:15. We're at 11:13 right now, right? 46 to 25. We already broke that. I'm selling it. Let's go for
Order
it.
filled.
And what we're going to do is we could use this as a profit target. This is a profit target. If it really goes crazy, let's there we go. Let's see what the price action bounce here. 45, there's 25 here. What did it go down to? Went to 800. So we're at 11:14, 11:15 here. This is the one I like. We actually literally hit the line that I wanted, so keep on going down. Delta's starting to sell. That was the bottom on that move. So hopefully we can get down to here. See where the bounce is on these two zones here. If she bounces here, we'll just shut her down. There's my marker. Delta pushing hard. It's just starting. What I'll do as well.
Order submitted.
There we go. Missed it by a tick. Delta's still pushing down? Yeah. We're at 45, so we can get to 25. Okay, we're at 44. Hopefully, yeah, 25. We'll see if we can get to 25 here. Delta pushing down, still holding. $11.17, 2 minutes into that. $11.15, and there she goes. Now we're gonna watch to see if it actually can hit this zone here. Oops. Needs to push a little more aggressive. I'm gonna shut down this video right away here, guys.
Order filled.
Good enough for now. So basically what I was to show you is about the 11-11-15 trade. It's moving really slow. We finished actually only with not that much today because I had that first loss. What I want to show you here. Because I'm shutting her down early. $255 today. But basically what I want to show you is we're getting in that zone. I'm still in this ugly zone. We still have a couple resistance levels. She still might break down. And we're still playing. But basically, if you looked at it, look at this. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got in just somewhere within that zone. I said, okay, we're in that 50. And so it played a lot. Triggerfish just turned. So I said, okay, I'll jump. And we're watching the support and resistance. And we're fighting this line. And then we might have to fight these two lines here. But she'll work its way down. Is playing, but putting in, 8-10 points, just waiting for that time. This time was what? I came in a little late, so I missed it here. I watched at 10:30, and this is where I was thinking maybe the second continuation never happened, and then got some of the money back. But if you look at it, literally, if you saw my video earlier, guys, I placed the box here way back then, and see, look at, just waiting for the game. And here was 1105 saying going up, but it inverted. There was my marker, and there she goes. And if I kept it there, I'll probably hit this line here now. So I would have made $300-400 there. Anyways, I'm gonna shut down this video. Just make sure you pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and hopefully I can show you another video tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be doing these 10:30 trades for a little while. Even though I missed my beautiful trades here, but whatever. It is what it is. So, but where I said where my target was supposed to be, if I, I'm a conservative trader. As you can tell, I'm a conservative trader. So, put a few bucks here, a few bucks there. But as you can see, the target literally touched the line. And this is what you have to watch for. See if it's a rejection, continuation, or if it breaks down. We still have one more point we have to worry about and then continue on. Other than that, you guys take care and have a great day.